So yeah, bit of cat-cow, and then finding your way into a wide-kneed child's pose. We'll just do a little bit of breathing in our wide-kneed child's pose. Okay, just taking some deep breaths, just getting that inhalation and exhalation matching up. And then maybe as we breathe a bit deeper, we might just add a little bit more onto the exhalation. If it's too much to have the arms outstretched at this point, then you can always wrap them around the back of the body. Or just enjoy that stretch through the shoulders. And then staying in this position, trying to keep our breath still nice and long. Let's come into a thread the needle, but in our child's pose. So we've still got the weight back in the hips here, one arm tucked under, reaching the fingers through. Just feel where that stretch might lie now. Might be across the back of the shoulder or the top of the shoulder underneath. And just enjoy being supported by your mat in this position. We'll go on to the other side, just thread it through onto the side of the face. Again, just noticing where those stretches are, breathing into the space between the shoulder blades. And then back into our child's pose, then coming up onto the knees, maybe just taking like one more cat-cow in each direction here. Lovely. And then we'll come on to our back. Let's just do a little bit of an ab warm-up. Okay, so really easy today, keeping it fairly simple. We've done these in class. We're going to lift both legs up and then pointing the toes, we're just going to let one leg go down towards the floor whilst holding the other one up. Okay, so support the head here, interlace the fingers behind the base of the skull. There we go, one. It's not going to be too much of a hectic class today, I promise. Lovely, well done, well done. Very good, keep going. And then let's start making these into scissor kicks. So now we're just going to speed it up and the legs are crossing in midair. Okay, so keep supporting the base of the skull still, pointed toes. Your legs can be straightish, well, not that straight, but just keeping them relatively straight. Fantastic. Keep breathing. Lovely. 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in, have a little rest, and then we'll go for double leg lowers. Okay, so again, support the head, then both legs going down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale as you go down. Inhale, lift up. Try and keep the lower back pressed into the mat as much as possible. We're going for 10 here. Breathe, well done. Good. If it's too much and the lower back starts to come into it, just bend at the knees. Yeah, and then take the heels down. That should help. Or the other thing is to put the hands under the bum. You can even leave the head down. Really supports the lower back. Okay, so last few. I'm cheating a bit. I'm going to take these, I'm not going to move now. And then hug the knees in. Really good, guys. Well done. And then just for fun, rocking backwards and forwards, we'll try and come up to a standing position. Very good. Excellent. Oh, I'm really blinded by my lights. My spotlight is on the ceiling. I can't actually see. Okay, let's come to the front of the mat, everyone. All right, spreading the toes, really pushing down through all 4 corners of the feet. We'll inhale, looking up to thumbs. Exhale, folding. Inhale into our halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Left foot's going to go back into our nice low lunge moment, okay? So just keep that knee above the ankle, tucking the tailbone a little bit here, really reaching through the fingers. And let's go into those little Hatha, little rocks back and forward, okay? So bending the knee, coming back onto the heel, okay? Like we did a couple of classes in, I think, to term. Okay, just a few backwards and forwards, stretching into that leg, that front thigh, our hammies. Well done, guys. Really good. And then just coming into that lunge with the hands on the floor, step it back. We'll hold our plank. Really good, everyone. Roll the shoulders back, spread the fingers. Big deep breaths. Use the mouth if you need to. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. Good. Keeping that nice straight line. Maybe just pulling up through the thighs a little bit so the legs straighten a touch. Heels away, shoulders back. Keep the neck long and loose. Nearly there, guys. Well done. And then we're going to slowly lower all the way to the floor, however you need to get there. And then into whatever kind of cobra, but always take it easy straight away. Oh, I got something in my hand when I was doing about 2 minutes gardening yesterday. And it really hurts. Okay, guys, I'm terrible because I'll do 2 minutes without gloves and then something goes in. Okay, really good, everyone. Lower the chest, hands either side. Let's go downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. Really good, everyone. Excellent. Okay, and then we're going to step forward with our left foot. So this time we're going to stay in a high plank, but runner's lunge really, with the fingertips on the floor a moment. Okay, so have a little rock back and forward here. Okay, and then we're going to come up into a pyramid. Okay, so just try and start with your foot on the back foot on the ball, yeah, and then maybe you might just hop it in a little bit. So we've kind of come into it from that low runner's lunge position, yeah. So you could scoot this right hip forward a little bit, so we're just reaching forward, lowering ourselves towards the leg. It's quite interesting actually, because when you come into it high, I think we sometimes get a bit stuck and we're like, oh, that's the lowest we can go. But when we come in from a low position, you might find you're a bit more flexible. Okay, so the foot's flat, toes can be out slightly or facing forwards, and we're just reaching forward. Really good, guys. Well done. Lovely. Let's bend that knee. We'll just drag that back foot forward, fold, and then inhale, coming all the way up. Let's go straight back down again. Exhaling, inhaling, lift. Exhale, fold, and then right foot going back. We've just come from here, but we're going into a low lunge. Okay, really nice. So again, we're just going to rock forward and back a little bit here. Very good. Excellent. Well done, guys. A few more times, stretching to that hamstring. And then we'll keep the hands down in our lunge here and then stepping back. This time, let's go down onto the elbows. Okay, so this is a bit mean because we're going to take it into those dolphin planks. So walk the feet in a little bit so we're a bit more pike-like. Okay, so the bum's up in the air. And then all we're going to do is just rock forward, chin over the clasped hands, crown of the head down the other side. Okay, so chin over the hands, crown of the head to the floor, look at the feet. All right, let's do 10 of these. Well done, guys. Keep pushing down with the forearms. I know this is a toughie. Okay, really good for the shoulders. Really good for when you're doing your headstands. Keely. Okay, crown the head to the floor. Okay, we're doing 10. I don't know how many we've done. I'm going to do 3 more. Chin over, lowering the hips up. 2. And you might find you get a bit closer to the floor with the nose each time. Okay, guys, and then up to you. Tummy down. You can wiggle the feet back so we're in an elbow plank. Either go down all the way or come up into your high plank and then lower. Woo, to the floor. Okay. Just relax. Get your breath back. Marvelous. Well done, everyone. Good stuff. All right, tucking the toes. Down facing dog. Brilliant, doing what you need to here. Or just hanging out nice and still. Big breaths. Return back to the breath. Opening up the shoulders by bringing the creases of the elbows forward, facing just a little bit. Big step forward with the right foot. So again, we're in that runner's lunge a moment. Just have a little rock backwards and forwards, and then straighten the front leg. So let's keep the chest nice and low, and then maybe popping that back foot down. So we're already in our pyramid. So you might want to grab hold of the leg here, or you've got the fingertips down, coming forward with the chest. So again, hike this left hip forward this time. Really getting into the hamstrings. Feels good. I haven't sat down too much today. In fact, I'm surprised I can even straighten this front leg really, but see how you're feeling. You can always keep a little bend if you need to. All right, guys, dragging that left foot forward, forward fold, and then inhale, coming all the way up, looking up to thumbs. Yes, well done, lovelies. Okay, so we're going to combine a bit of our different sort of burpee variations that we've done. But I'm just going to use one weight tonight. If you don't have one, it doesn't really matter, okay? I'm just going to use those for our squats, okay? So we're going to do a bit of squatting and then a few press-ups, okay? So first of all, let's go for 10 squats, ideally with or without the weights, okay? Not squat jumps, but just squats. Okay, so nice deep squats. That's it, lovely. Keep the back nice and sort of, I say flat, but let it just sort of curve and do what it needs to. Keep looking forward, keep the shoulders open, and just keep that gaze forward. Nice, the feet can be as wide as your mat here, okay? Make sure the bum comes down nice and low, and the legs, the thighs are definitely, you know, at a right angle or lower. Okay, so once we've done 10 of these, we're going to jump back. Okay, you can pop the weight down, jump it back, and then we're going to take 10 press-ups. Okay, do it on the knees. Okay, lead it with the chest, or you can do some not on the knees. Okay, but just giving you a clue, we're going to do 10. We've done 10 squats, 10 press-ups, and we're going to do 8 squats, 8 press-ups, 6, 4, and 2. Okay, really good, everyone. Okay, last couple, and then coming up, so you can jump, step the feet forward, maybe even do a little jump up at the top, grab the weight, squats, 8, okay? Lovely, really good. Okay, so 8 squats, and then 8 press-ups. You can do it, lovely. When you're done, weight can go down, jump the feet back, lead with the chest, nice straight line through the core here. Brilliant. Ooh, this is one of those, by the time you get to those last 2, it's killer, but okay, but we're okay. I always think once you've gone past the 8, everything else is fine. Jump the feet forward and up, grabbing a weight if you're using it. Let's go, 6, nice deep squats. Good guys, well done. Lovely. Promise we're going to do some nice long holds at the end today. Jump the feet back, 6 press ups, nice and low. Good, you've got to take advantage. Good thing about doing it on the knees is that you can get nice and low with it. Very good. Okay, everyone, we're nearly there. 4 more. Actually, no, 4 and then 2, sorry. False alarm. 4 press ups. And then 2 to go after this, no problem. Strong core, strong core. Okay, do it, last 2. Nice and quick, these ones. Jump it back. 2 press ups. Very good, everyone. We'll end at the top. Yes, really good, guys. So if you're still going, that's fine. Take your time. We'll meet at the top. Gonna go slowly. Lovely. All right, guys. Okay, inhale, let's look up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Left foot going back. Coming into our low lunge. Okay, so this time we're going to come into a gate pose. Let's leave our right leg where it is and just reach out the toes, okay? All right, nice. So we're going to go into gate first of all. So really straighten up through the spine. Yeah, our left leg is just nice and perpendicular. So we're just going to take the back of the hand, slide it down in the front of the thigh, in front of the shin here. Try and keep the shoulder in line with the leg. Yeah, that's it, guys. So, and always think about, rather than really crunching here, it's about arcing up and over. Maybe taking that left arm up, maybe taking the gaze up. And as always, try not to sort of lean on this right hand, right arm, yeah? It's there just to sort of help to, open up the chest. So use it as a bit of a lever to open up. Looking up, if it's possible, to that top arm. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Really good, guys. Well done. Lovely. And then we're going to take this left hand down to the floor. Do you remember we did this where we're going to grab hold of our foot and we're doing a nice little kneeling sugar cane. Okay, so pushing the foot into the hand, opening up the thigh, opening up the hip again. Gaze could be down towards the floor here, or maybe you're looking up, again, opening up that top shoulder. Fantastic. Lovely. Lovely, lovely shapes. Really good, guys. Okay, gently releasing. We're going to take that right foot down, out again here, and then bringing ourselves upright. Turn towards the front of the mat with the right foot forward. Hands are going to go down, coming back into our plank a moment. Okay, so we're going to do some shoulder taps. Remember we did these every time. I don't keep us going for ages. So just tapping opposite hand, opposite shoulder, and we're really trying to minimize that rocking motion. Okay, see how we're doing. So we can have the feet wider here. Nice, really good, guys. Very quick. Those are motivated. All right, keep going. Really good. Lovely, lovely. Well done. Breathe. Well done. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. And then lowering all the way down. Coming into maybe a little bit higher. Okay, with the cobra, but nothing crazy. Breathing here, tucking the elbows in. Lovely. And then before we go back into our downward dog, we're just going to lower the chest. Let's lift up into our locust that we did. So arms behind, like alongside the body, palms are facing up. Shoulders are back. We're going to inhale, lift up the thighs, look ahead slightly, and lift up the arms, hold it here, and breathe. Again, we'll aim for sort of 5 deep breaths in any of these poses. Big breath in, a little bit more lift, exhale, well done. Let's take it back into our downward dog. If you need to, this is where you can take a child's pose, no problem, okay? So lifting the hips high, breathing here, big breath in, well done. Big step forward, left leg, okay? So we're going to take it up into a warrior, okay? So you can start again on the ball of the back foot, but then maybe bringing the heel down, again hiking back that left hip a little bit. Feet can be on train tracks, or the back toes are slightly out. Really good, guys. I'm just going to swing around a little minute. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to take it into a warrior 2. Okay, so open out, back foot parallel to the mat. Well done. Sinking it down, nice and low into that front knee. But remember, the shoulders should be directly above the hips. Fantastic. Really good, everyone. Beautiful warriors. Now, do you remember we did this, where we send all our weight backwards and we come into this lunge position, okay? However it might look, you might have the toes down, you might be here, or you might be able to lift the toes up. Try and keep the chest lifted, the hands are at heart center. Yeah, the weight's all back in this right leg. Breathing. Fabulous. Really good. Well done, guys. Couple more breaths. Really nice. And taking it back into our warrior 2. It's kind of hard to get up and out of that one. Lovely. And then our side angle from there. Okay, reaching that right arm over the ear. Fabulous. Breathing here. And then one more pose before we come back to our Tadasana. So we're going to bring this back leg in a little bit. We did this last time. Hand diagonally to that little toe. Let's come into a half moon. All right. And then here, option is to take that foot and bring it into that sugar cane. Okay. But that's only if you want to. Okay. No problem. Yes. Lovely. Really good. Yes. And I should always say, or I hope you always know, if you want to use a block in these postures, then do. That's beautiful. Lovely. Well done, Sarah. That's a gorgeous one. Really nice. Okay. Let's gently put that right foot down alongside our left, forward folding, and then we'll inhale, looking up to the thumbs. Release it down. Fantastic. Really good, guys. Okay, so you might not like this, I know. I'm going to give you an option now, okay? So do you remember we did the squat jumps? Yeah? So we're going to do that again tonight, or you can carry on just doing exactly what we just did, squats with the weights, okay? But we'll do the same. We'll do 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and we're going to take it onto the mat to do those press-ups. Now, again, if you don't want to do the press-ups for a second round, you could do mountain climbers, okay? So you could do 10 mountain climbers into chest, or even wide mountain climbers 10, yeah? So I think what I might do is I might do the squat jumps and the wide mountain climbers, but you can do any combination, okay? So remember, the squats with the weight is the other option, okay? Otherwise, squat jumps, we're squatting and then pushing off with the balls of the feet, okay? 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hands go down. We're jumping back into the plank. Okay, the knees could be down and you could be doing press-ups, or squeeze it in for 10 wide mountain climbers, or you could be straight mountain climbers into the tummy. Okay, so just bringing in some different things we've done this term. 3, 2, 1. Jump it forward, maybe up, okay? 8 this time. Jump, landing with bent knees, really trying to push off the balls of the feet. Get that height. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Take it back. Your choice. I'm doing 8 wide mountain climbers. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. 6. Let's do it. 6 of whatever you're doing. Really good thing about squat jumps is they're quite fast. Squeeze it in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Okay, 4 and then 2. No problem. Back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nearly there. 2 squat jumps or 2 squats. Jump it back. 1 and 2. Whew. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is guaranteed to get you out of breath. Well done. Well done, guys. Great, great effort. Okay, let's go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding. This time, right leg stepping back. Okay, so we're going to go the other way. I'm going to switch round. So you've got your left leg forward and extending, and then you're going to go this way. Okay, let me swivel around. Okay, so the toes go down. Yeah, and again, just swiping the back of the hand down, but keeping this nice line, 2 panes of glass. Yeah, really good, everyone. And then maybe bringing that arm across. Just taking just a second to acknowledge any differences on this side. A bit harder, or is it just a bit tiredness? I don't know, my arm's shaking in this position today. Breathing again, try and get those 5 big deep breaths in. Lovely. Then the right hand can come down. Yeah. Then we're going to bring it into that nice kneeling sugar cane. Really pushing with the foot into the hand and into the foot. Looking down, or maybe taking the gaze up over the shoulder. Lovely. Trying to keep that knee back hip height. And also not collapsing in the right side, so not all the shoulder here, keeping it all lifted up and out. Well done. Fabulous. Really good, guys. So we want your, hang on a minute, left foot forward, just to come into that low lunge again. I'm going to step it back. Okay, this time, another round of our shoulder taps. Let's go. Feet can be wide. Breathe. And do that. Okay. Well, definitely the hardest part done, I promise. We're going to be fine. Excellent. Time on watch. Okay. Nearly there. Lovely. 10 seconds. 40 seconds. Minimizing that swing and sway. And then lowering all the way to the floor, unless you want to upward facing dog, that's up to you. Okay. Stretch everything away behind. Inhaling. Hair in the face. Breathe. Well done, guys. Again, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, or you might like to go via a child's pose. Don't blame me if you do. Breathing here. Very nice. We're going to do a big step forward, right foot. finding our warrior, maybe from that high lunge position, and then take the heel down to the floor. Again, really getting those hips nice and square. Don't be afraid to adjust the feet, the distance between them, opening up the chest. Well done, everyone. Lovely, bending into that front knee. Excellent, then opening up into a warrior two again. Adjust the feet, make it wider, suit you. Lovely. Really good, guys. Make sure that the front knee isn't collapsing inwards. Excellent. And then getting ready, I'm going to shift the weight all the way back. Okay, so the left toes at the back are sort of at 10, 11 o'clock. Keep the chest lifted. Maybe we're on that heel. Maybe we're not. Maybe the toes are down somewhere a bit further up, whatever. Okay, I find I sort of collapse in a bit more on this side. So I have to be sort of really mindful to lift my chest. My toes are harder to get up. Yeah, you'll see these little differences. Breathe. Well done, guys. Sort of stuck on my heel, that's better. Okay, well done. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, and then we're going to get up. Oh my gosh, into warrior two. It's tough, that's tough. Warrior two, and then bring it into our side angle, making that lovely shape. That nice diagonal. Try not to dump our weight on that front leg. It should easily lift out, like Jenga. Okay, opening up the shoulder. Fantastic. And then again, getting ready for that half moon. Right fingers going down, stepping in a bit with that back leg, lifting it up to hip height. Toes are forward. Really good, everyone. And then perhaps maybe taking hold of that foot into our nice sugar cane here. It's funny how it's so much easier when you're on the knee than to get into this thigh. But anyway, you know what you're doing. You're getting a feel for it on the floor and then trying to translate it up high. Push, push, push. Well done. And then just let that left foot meet the right, forward folding. Enjoy that forward fold. See if you can straighten the legs just a little bit. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Well done, my lovelies. Have a little sip of water. Okay, we're going to take it onto the floor pretty much now. Okay, so we'll just do a little vinyasa to get there. And we'll do some longer holds for the last 15 minutes before we take it into our Savasana. Okay, we'll start in chair, but we're going to be there super briefly, I promise, today. Okay, inhale, looking up, opening up the chest, that tiny tailbone tuck. Okay, wonderful. Breathe here. Lovely. Let's forward fold as we exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. We'll step both feet back, jumping, stepping. Let's lower. Maybe this is where we might slip in a little upward facing dog. Eyes are off the floor. Ooh, a little crick in the back there in a good way. Let's tuck the toes. Down facing dog. Lovely. We're going to step forward with our left foot. Okay, taking the arms around the back. We're finding our humble warrior briefly. Okay, so just interlacing those fingers and then bring the crown of the head inside that left knee. Just briefly lifting the arms up and then releasing the hands. We'll bring it into a lizard. So just bring both hands inside that left foot. Lovely. Little rock backwards and forwards. And then taking our right knee down, we're going to bring the left foot in, cross the mat and take it into a pigeon. Yeah, hopefully you can feel where you're going with this. Okay, so left foot comes across. Hopefully the leg is staying somewhere sort of ish, horizontally-ish across the mat. And then really try again, bring this right hip down towards the floor, okay? Or sorry, towards the heel, but you know what I mean. Okay, so take your time to get there. Keeping the chest lifted for a moment. You could always prop, obviously, the other butt cheek off the floor, slide everything else back, and then only if you really want to, hopefully you will, because we'll stay here for a little while, just bringing the arms down. Again, maybe a cushion or a block under the forehead if you wanted it. Let's find our pigeon or sleeping swan in yin. And let's hold it here just for a while. Surrender into the pose. Noticing what's happening in both the body and the mind. And then bring it back to the breath. Feeling the breath, yeah. And then big effort just to release and relax anything else. And then just slowly creeping the hands up towards you. Well done, guys. And then before we get up from here, let's swing this right leg around. Okay, so we'll just come into a little Janu sirsasana. Okay, so left foot is somewhere along by the knee, maybe just a bit higher up. Lifting the arms up and then just reaching forward for that right leg. So hanging on to whatever you've got here. And again, another forward fold, another surrendering forward fold, but different here. If you want, I quite like doing this when I'm in this posture, using my left hand on my left knee, just to open up this hip, this much needed opening. So you might like to do that, so you're sort of coming into a little bit of a side fold. But whatever works for you, you can keep it just more traditional. And deep breaths into the belly. All right, let's just swing both legs behind us for a moment. Okay, we'll come into our downward dog again. Okay, and then we're going to step forward with our right foot. So just into our sort of runner's lunge, take the arms behind, take that different, more awkward interlace, and then right shoulder inside the right knee, crown of the head towards the floor, lift the arms, big breaths. Lovely, and then releasing the arms, hands are going to come inside that right leg, rocking back and forward in our lizard a moment, lovely. And then just taking the right hand across, we'll just shimmy that right foot across the mat. So we're keeping the lower leg sort of horizontal-ish. On this side, it's better than the other side for me. I don't know about you. The other one's terrible. But yeah, again, just take that moment to sink the left hip down. And then take the time, like as long as you want, shuffling everything backwards, lengthening that left leg, and then you might want to come down, but use any props that you want here as well. You don't have to be on the floor. Deep breath, and then tune into letting go. And again, what's going on this side? Is the panic setting in on this side, or do you feel quite relaxed? Normally the mind, the panic is in relation to either slowing down or just that tightness maybe sends us into a panic, but I'm going to just spend some time here focusing on the breathing, trying to release just little by little by little. Just a few more breaths. Making an effort to consciously let go of anything else, relax. And then really slowly just walking your way back up. And again, before we come up, swinging the left leg around. Yeah, the right one, left leg. And again, just coming into that Janu, so reaching up the fingertip, extending forward, maybe grabbing the foot or the lower leg, or again, maybe pushing that right knee down, sort of opening up here, if that feels good. And just try and relax wherever you are. Breathing deeply to the belly. Okay, and slowly coming up, let's come onto our backs and we'll go into an inversion just for a couple of minutes and then we'll come out. So literally anything you want to do, maybe it's just bridge, maybe it's taking your legs up the wall with maybe an intention to stay up there because we're probably come down into our Savasana pretty soon. Okay, so whatever you want to do, you can go there now just for a couple of minutes and then we'll start to take our Savasana. Again, just taking note of how we feel in our different positions. It's amazing how different some postures can feel to us at different times, depending on our energy levels. Probably our hormones massively play a part as well. Stress, sleep. Lowering the breath down. It's coming into any kind of variation as you head out. You can take your time. I really don't want to rush you. You know the pattern of postures after this, so anything that you want to do between now and Shavasana. Maybe coming out and doing maybe a happy baby, supine twist, maybe a neck release if the neck feels tight at all. Knees can come over to one side. Haven't done actually much twisting today. It's one thing I haven't done. Few breaths on one side. Few breaths on the other in your supine twist. Maybe you'll get a little pop or something out the back. Hopefully in a good way. Or maybe you'll just feel that needed stretch. Lovely, well done, guys. And then whenever you're ready, just finding your Shavasana. I will be quiet today. I'll let you just enjoy your hard work. Enjoy the mat. Trust it. Let go. And try, without trying, to keep the mind nice and calm, but just by keep bringing your focus back onto the breath. How it feels coming through the nose. Whatever works for you. I shall turn my mic off and I will bring you round in just a few minutes.
We started a bit later. If you want to continue with your Shavasana, then please do. Otherwise, just making some small movements back into the body. Breathing in. Maybe coming on to the side for a couple of breaths. And then if you want to come up, then you can. And I will bring the session to a quiet close so that you can continue with your Shavasana. And hope you guys have an amazing Easter. And we'll catch up very soon, guys. So thank you so much. Namaste. Take care, and I will speak to you guys really soon. Okay, enjoy. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.